Right. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Just let me know if you need anything.
Will do.
And during the few moments that we have,
Change the camera.
we want to have just an off-the-cuff chat between you and me. Us. We want to talk right down to earth in a language that everybody here can easily understand. We all agree tonight, all of the speakers have agreed that America has a very serious problem. Not only does America have a very serious problem, but our people have a very serious problem. America's problem is us. We're her problem. The only reason she has a problem is she doesn't want us here. And every time you look at yourself, be you black, brown, red, or yellow, a so-called Negro, you represent a person who poses such a serious problem for America because you're not wanted. Once you face this as a fact, then you can start plotting a course that will make you appear intelligent instead of unintelligent. What you and I need to do is learn to forget our differences. When we come together, we don't come together as Baptists or Methodists. You don't catch hell because you're a Baptist, and you don't catch hell because you're a Methodist. You don't catch hell because you're a Methodist or a Baptist. You don't catch hell because you're a Democrat or a Republican. You don't catch hell because you're a Mason or an elk. And you sure don't catch hell because you're an American, because if you was an American, you wouldn't catch no hell. You catch hell because you're a black man. You catch hell, all of us catch hell for the same reason. So we're all black people, so-called Negroes, second-class citizens, ex-slaves. You are nothing but an ex-slave. You don't like to be told that. But what else are you? You are ex-slave. You didn't come here on the Mayflower. You came here in a slave ship, in chains, like a horse or a cow or a chicken. And you were brought here by the people who came here on the Mayflower. You were brought here by the so-called pilgrims or founding fathers. They were the ones who brought you here. We have a common enemy. We have this in common. We have a common oppressor, a common exploiter, and a common discriminator. So once we all realize that we have this common enemy, then we unite on the basis of what we have in common. And what we have foremost in common is that enemy, the white man. He's an enemy to all of us. I know some of you all think that some of them aren't enemies. Time will tell. In Bandung, back in, I think, 1954, was the first unity meeting in centuries of black people. And once you study what happened at the Bandung Conference and the results of the Bandung Conference, it actually serves as a model for the same procedure you and I can use to get our problem solved. At Bandung, all the nations came together. They were dark nations from Africa and Asia. Some of them were Buddhists. Some of them were Muslims. Some of them were Christians. Some of them were Confucianists. Some were atheists. Despite their religious differences, they came together. Some were communists, some were socialists, some were capitalists. Despite their economic and political differences, they came together. All of them were black, brown, red, or yellow. The number one thing that was not allowed to attend the Bandung Conference
told me not to
was
drink.
the white man.
No, I told you to bring it. You said, no, I ain't got to bring it.
Once they excluded the white
You the one
man,
that told me not to bring
they
it.
found that they could get together. Once they kept him out, everybody else fell right in and fell in line.
Well, I got to beat on
This
you
is the thing that you
before
and
you
I
go
have
play
to
it.
understand.
The mics are still live.
And these
mics are
people
live.
who came together didn't have
You can play
nuclear
it.
weapons. They didn't have jet planes. They didn't have all of the heavy armaments that the white man has. But they had unity. They were able to submerge their little petty differences and agree on one thing. That though one African came from Kenya and was being colonized by the Englishmen, and another African came from the Congo and was being colonized by the Belgian, and another African came from Guinea and was being colonized by the French, and another came from Angola in South Africa, and in southern Rhodesia, and in Burma, and in India, and in Afghanistan, and in Pakistan. They realized all over the world where a dark man was being oppressed, he was being oppressed by the white man. Where the dark man was being exploited, he was being exploited by the white man. So they got together under this basis, that they had a common enemy. And when you and I here in Detroit, and in Michigan, and in America, who have been awakened today, look around us, we too realize here in America, we all have a common enemy. Whether he's in Georgia or Michigan, whether he's in California or New York, he's the same man. Blue eyes and blonde hair and pale skin. Same man. So what we have to do is what they did. They agreed to stop quarreling among themselves. Any little spat that they had, they'd settle it among themselves. Go into a huddle. Don't let the enemy know that you got a disagreement. Instead of us airing our differences in public, we have to realize we're all the same family. And when you have a family squabble, you don't get out on the sidewalk. If you do, everybody calls you uncouth, unrefined, uncivilized, savage. If you don't make it at home, you settle it at home. You get in the closet, argue it out behind closed doors. And then when you come out on the street, you pose a common front, a united front. And this is what we need to do in the community, and in the city, and in the state. We need to stop airing our differences in front of the white man. Put the white man out of our meeting, number one, and then sit down and talk shop with each other. I would like to make a few comments concerning the difference between the Black Revolution and the Negro Revolution. There's a difference. Are they both the same? And if they're not, what is the difference? What is the difference between a Black Revolution and a Negro Revolution? First, what is a revolution? Sometimes I'm inclined to believe that many of our people are using this word revolution loosely, without taking careful consideration what this word actually means and what its historic characteristics are. When you study the historic nature of revolutions, the motive of a revolution, the objective of a revolution, and the result of a revolution, and the methods used in a revolution, you may change words. You may devise another program. You may change your goal, and you may change your mind. Look at the American Revolution in 1776. That revolution was for what? For land. How was it carried? Why did they want land? Independence. How was it carried out? Bloodshed. Number one, it was based on land. The basis of independence. And the only way they could get it was bloodshed. The French Revolution. What was it based on? The landless against the landlord. What was it for? Land. How did they get it? Bloodshed. Was no love lost. Was no compromise. Was no negotiation. I'm telling you, you don't know what our revolution is. Because when you find out what it is, you'll get back in the alley. You'll get out of the way. Come on. The Russian Revolution. What was it based on? Land. The landless against the landlord. How did they bring it about? Bloodshed. You haven't got a revolution that doesn't involve bloodshed. And you're afraid to bleed. I said you're afraid to bleed. Long as the white man sent you to Korea, you bled. He sent you to Germany, you bled. He sent you to the South Pacific to fight the Japanese, you bled. You bleed for white people. But You bleed when the white man says bleed. You bite when the white man says bite. And you bark when the white man says bark. I hate to say this about us, but it's true. How you gonna be nonviolent in Mississippi as violent as you were in Korea? How can you justify being nonviolent in Mississippi and Alabama when your churches are being bombed and your little girls are being murdered? And at the same time, you're gonna get violent with Hitler and Tojo and somebody else that you don't even know. If violence is wrong in America, violence is wrong abroad. If it's wrong to be violent, defending black women and black children and black babies and black men, then it's wrong for America to draft us and make us violent abroad in defense of her. The Chinese Revolution, they wanted land. They threw the British out, along with the Uncle Tom Chinese. Yeah, they did. They set a good example. When I was in prison, I read an article, and don't be shocked when I say I was in prison. You're still in prison. That's what America means, prison. When I was in prison, I read an article in Life magazine showing a little Chinese girl, 9 years old. Her father was on his hands and knees, and she was pulling the trigger because he was an Uncle Tom China. When they had the revolution over there, they took a whole generation of Uncle Toms, just wiped them out. And within 10 years, that little girl became a full-grown woman. No more Toms in China. And today is one of the toughest, roughest, most feared countries on this earth by the white man, because there are no Uncle Toms over there. Of all our studies, history is best qualified to reward all research. And when you see that you got problems, all you have to do is examine the historic method used all over the world by others who had problems similar to yours. And once you see how they got theirs straight, then you know how you can get yours straight. There's been a revolution, a black revolution, going on in Africa. In Kenya, the Mau Mau were revolutionaries. They were the ones who made the word uhuru. They were the ones who brought it to the fore. The Mau Mau, they were revolutionaries. They believed in scorched earth. They knocked everything aside that got in their way. And their revolution also was based on land, a desire for land. In Algeria, the northern part of Africa, a revolution took place. The Algerians were revolutionists. They wanted land. France offered to let them be integrated into France. They told France to hell with France. They wanted some land, not some France. They engaged in a bloody battle. So I cite these various revolutions, brothers and sisters, to show you, you don't have a peaceful revolution. You don't have a turn the other cheek revolution. There's no such thing as a non-violent revolution. Only kind of revolution that's non-violent is the Negro Revolution. The only revolution based on loving your enemy is the Negro Revolution. The only revolution in which the goal is a desegregated lunch counter, a desegregated theater, a desegregated park, and a desegregated public toilets. You can sit down next to white folks on the toilet. revolution is. If you did, you wouldn't use that word. A revolution is bloody. Revolution is hostile. Revolution knows no compromise. Revolution overturns and destroys everything that gets in its way. And you sitting around here like a knot on these folks, no matter how much they hate me. No, you need a revolution. Who ever heard of a revolution where they lock arms, as Reverend Cleage was pointing out beautifully, singing, "We shall overcome"? Just tell me you don't do that in a revolution. You don't do any singing, you're too busy swinging. It's based on land. A revolutionary wants land so he can set up his own nation, an independent nation. These Negroes aren't asking for no nation. They're trying to crawl back on the plantation.
Hey, Mo.
When you want a nation, that's called nationalism.
We're gonna be with you in a minute.
White man became involved in a revolution in this country against England. What was it for? He wanted this land so he could set up another white nation. That's white nationalism. The American Revolution was white nationalism. The French Revolution was white nationalism. The Russian Revolution, too, yes, it was white nationalism. You don't think so? Why you think Khrushchev and Mao can't get their heads together? White.
Okay, you can put the full screen on. Yeah, we back. This is RMF. We back for another dope show. Let the truth be told. We just had a video by Malcolm X, By All Means Necessary, another part of the revolution during the 60s, the other side of Martin Luther King. He believed in different, by all means necessary, we need to have our own. So we got our special guest at the house. We got Don Ringo in the house. We got Pete Sinister in the house. And we got my girl from Jackson, Mississippi, Mo D in the house. What's up, Mo? Are you there?
You want a full screen?
You got it. Yes. How you doing?
I'm so blessed. We we just celebrating Black History Month, Juneteenth. So what's going on with you? Tell us a little bit about you. Give us a little intro.
I'm Mo D.
You got the Wi-Fi freeze.
We lost her.
Yeah, she got the Wi-Fi freeze.
Oh, we had some technical difficulties.
We got some technical difficulties, but we gonna go. Oh, there you go.
Okay, there you go. You're screaming.
We lost you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Mm-hmm.
I just this is my second album, and just to be on the next couple. I'm planning on shooting a video soon, and trying to see where this music is going to take me. I'm sorry, I'm always nervous on why, but trying to see where it can take me to. I want to go to the next level.
Yeah. So what's the name of your new CD? This Wi-Fi is acted up. We losing her.
Yeah.
We lost her. But we hopefully she'll come back on. But yeah, that's my girl she does all the graphics and everything. And she does all the graphics behind the scenes. The poster we have on the back, she does the thing. She also is a R&B singer and a rapper, a graphic designer, MC. You know what I'm saying? She holds all the hats. in hip hop, one of the upcoming female rappers out of Jackson, Mississippi. She goes by the name Mo D. You can find her on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter under Mo D. And you go check her out. She's on YouTube. I think her name of her album is Can't Talk. I think it is. That's her new CD that's coming out. So check it out. That's what she was getting ready to talk about. But we got a special guest in the house. We got Don Ring in the house.
What's up, everybody?
Introduce yourself, brother.
Yo, soy Don Rigo. First and foremost, I do want to point out that I personally find it listening to a revolutionary in the group setting for me is very. I have a love-hate relationship with it, and that's mostly because when we listen to individuals such as Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, yada 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 yada, and I mean that with the utmost respect. Let me continue. I feel like, especially in the modern day, that when we listen to these individuals, it goes in one ear and goes out the other. We'll be the first ones to sit here, nod our heads in agreement. We'll laugh alongside them, even give them a standing ovation. We agree with you, brother. We agree with you, sister. Great message. Appreciate you. But it just seems like, especially if we look around at how we as a people treat ourselves and the world around us, it seems like anytime that we listen to these revolutionaries, those revolutionaries are speaking to a brick wall. Because if you ask me, the evidence is clear that even though these revolutionaries exist and have existed and continue to exist in their own forms, when we hear them speak or when we consume their media, it seems that their message goes in one ear and straight out the other. Because if it didn't, we would not be carrying ourselves the way we would. We would not be treating each other the way we would. We would not be in our cities, treating our cities and allowing our cities to treat us the way that they do. But that's just my personal opinion. What do you guys, how do you feel about that? Because you guys are a little bit older than myself. So I know you, without knowing the details, I know that both of you have experienced specifically racism, racial hatred in forms that I can't even fathom. And I'm aware of that just as a younger cat. So I'm very curious as to how you feel when you hear me as a young person say something like, when we listen to revolutionaries, we're not really listening. We hear the words, but we don't listen. We don't let it sit with us. It seems like they speak and their message goes in one ear and out the other. How do you feel as an older individual that was around when harsher racial violence was being committed on a much more regular basis in this country? How does that make you feel? What's your opinion in regards to the modern day revolutionary message?
I'll let my peace sensitive go ahead.
Well, yeah, like one of Malcolm quotes was, a person who stands for nothing will fall for anything. So Malcolm's message, like he said, that what did reach a brick wall to certain people, because people was living their lives different. You had gangs, and people who thought for themselves. And even Malcolm was transitioning out of the nation, so this speech was this speech took him away from Elijah's message, and he had a message to the grassroots. So
do you think his message has fallen on deaf ears, mostly on deaf ears?
Well, I think people has grasped it and they heard it. Some of them even memorized it, but I think it has.
It has, in your opinion, fallen on deaf ears? Yes. I agree 100%. What about you, OMF? How do you feel?
Well, I come from the generation when Malcolm X was talking about revolution. So I understand about revolution because I was born during the 60s when Martin Luther King was having his dream. So I know about racism and discrimination. I know exactly what Malcolm X is talking about. What he was talking about, we came here on slave ships, so we shouldn't be asking nobody for nothing. We supposed to be getting something, okay? And we supposed to be standing up for something. All this, we supposed to get along. No, he wasn't talking about getting along. No, we demand our stuff. We supposed to have our stuff. We supposed to own our stuff. We supposed to be our own people. We supposed to have our own nation. No, we wasn't supposed to get along with nobody. How we getting along with people that brought us here on slave ships? That's what he was talking about. You understand? That's why the Chinese woke up. First they was the house niggas, Uncle Tom, like he said, right? Until they woke up. Wait a minute, hold on. They treating us like slaves. No, hell no. You ain't gonna treat us like that. No, we gonna revolutionize. We gonna die for something. You're talking about revolution, you're talking about dedication, sacrifice. What are we sacrificing for nowadays? For some dope, for the corner, for a no good woman, a no good man. Look what we doing. Look at television. Look how we represent ourselves. Malcolm X was talking about you. Malcolm X was talking about you. Field nigga and the house nigga. The ones that's on TV doing what they doing is the field nigga. Okay? The ones that's standing up and still trying to put hip hop on the map, that's talking about something, is the revolutionary. The reason why hip hop is the way it is because we sold out. Malcolm X was talking about you. Oh, ain't no place better than here. How ain't no place? Man, how you gonna say that to come out your mouth? And you came here on slave ships. They treated you like dogs. You was sold like cattle. You was put on auction blocks. And you on TV talking about there ain't no place better than here. And we black. Malcolm X was talking about you, the field nigga and the house nigga. Fiddler and Toby. Roots, okay? Malcolm X kept it real. Black man wouldn't be doing what they doing if they read a book. Pick up a book and read. You don't have to go to school. You don't have to go to school. Pick up a book. You get on internet and show naked pictures. You post naked pictures on TV. Why you can't pick up a book and read? You Google it. Message to the black man. If you read that book by Elijah Muhammad, black men wouldn't be doing what they doing nowadays. You wouldn't be selling dope. You'd be taking care of your kids. We sold out again. Malcolm X was talking about you. The ones that's sitting up there having kids with women and not taking care of their kids. That's why the kids is in the homeless. That's why they drug dealers.
At the end of the day,
let me finish.
Go for it.
That's why we in the strip club. You know why ain't nobody listening? Because we tell the truth. We ain't old and ancient. What goes around, come around. The white man rule because the black man don't want to do nothing with each other. We haters. We kill each other. We gang members. We dope dealers. Malcolm X was talking about you. You understand? Revolution is about sacrifice, giving up your life, standing for something. What do we stand for? Dope. The corner. For some weed. A no good woman. We stand up for a no good man. Look at television. Again, that's the difference. I'll tell you the truth. This is rap, not hip hop. Hip to the hip of the hop was garbage. This is what I'm talking about, rap. This is what hip hop is, rap. I don't know what you're talking about, hip hop. No, it was rap. You had to rap first. You had to have rap skills. You had to rap talent. No, it's not hip hop. Hip hop is what hip to the hop. I can't touch this. What's this other one? With this whoop, there it is. That bullshit. That ain't hip hop. Don't tell me that shit. You sit up here telling me, well, hip hop. No, it was rap. You had to have flow. You had to have talent. You had to have skills. You had to get this first. You had to battle first. Stop lying. Stop telling these people hip hop. Nah, it was rap first. I'm done. I keep it real. That's why y'all don't like me, because I keep it real. That's what Malcolm X would have said. We sit up here all up in the cuts, talking about each other behind their back like a girl. We act like girls now. Ain't no real men walking around here. Malcolm X was talking about you when I'm done.
At the end of the day, Malcolm X was talking to anybody who looks like us. Anybody with the skin color of us, who looks like us, who speaks like us, who carries themselves in the way that we do. At the end of the day, how we represent ourselves is how the world is going to perceive us. But at the very end of the day, we black. Regardless of what that means to you, we are black.
That's it.
We as a people have the most hatred aimed at our group globally, more so than any other group. Anti-blackness is a sentiment felt all over God's green earth. So when individuals come talking about, oh, I'm black and that means this, that means that, oh, I'm African American. How are you African American? You never been to Africa and you don't get treated like an American. Like I said, I don't like listening to revolutionaries in group settings because it seems like it just goes in one ear and out the other. And if it didn't, we would be committing to action. I myself, much like Malcolm X, I'm a felon. I was in prison, not for very long, 15 months in the Feds, not a big deal. But you want to talk about slaves? You want to talk about some slavery? I can tell you about chattel slavery, real quick, with a quickness. I'm not a criminal. I'm not a thug. I got caught up in some bullshit because I found myself in a bad money situation. Like, oh, let me make a quick come up. No, you live and you learn. You live and you learn. However, that 15 months did something to my psyche that I would refer to gave me an awakening. Because seeing chattel slavery firsthand is different than what you read about in the history books. It's different than when the older individuals talk, oh, well, back on the plantation, oh, well, here in 2024, people who look like us are being treated worse than in 1619. And it's crazy because a lot of this we're doing to ourselves. We're in the Bay Area. There's more dread-headed white people in California than anywhere else in the country. In the Bay specifically, there's more non-black people saying nigga than there's niggas. What are we going to do about that as a people? Nothing. We're going to sit here and let all these Latinos, all these Asians, all these whites, etc., nigga this, nigga that, nigga this, nigga that. And we'll be best friends with them and not say a motherfucking thing.
Right.
Talk about mind-blowing. We're supposed to be strong. We're the most feared group. Oh, people cross the street when we come by, even if we don't mean no harm.
Right.
And yet, we're the exact same individuals that will let you take our word, treat us like that, and then dare us to say something. Oh, okay. Well, it's much like Tekashi 6ix9ine. We're all aware of Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Right.
Fuck your opinion on that man. That man said, oh, they want me to stop saying the N-word? Who gonna stop me?
Exactly. Didn't nobody stop.
Ain't nobody. Everybody wants to talk about the black struggle, what we're doing, what we need to do, what we got going on in our communities, whatever. This shit's working for somebody. It's not us.
It's not us.
But it's working for somebody. And on the music tip, the moment our music left our culture, we can no longer accept it for what it becomes. And there's a lot of anger, and I feel you, OMF. There's a lot of anger coming from it because, like, yo, you took my form, our form, you turned it into something different. You're still trying to label it as this. It's not. Well, the moment the music, our music, left our hands, especially when we enter into the commercial market, when we insert capitalism into the musical element of it, that shit's so far gone, so far removed from us. If you devote any type of emotional energy to getting mad at where hip hop or rap is right now, that is a piss poor reflection on where you're at mentally. Because at the end of the day, this shit does not belong to us anymore. So we can't get mad at what's going on. We can't be mad at a homosexual rapping and then him getting worldwide recognition for that. We can't be mad at a white boy taking our art form and doing it better than most of us could. And yet people want to get mad that they got bamboozled. Oh, well, I mean, it started with us and I should be a better. Well, if that's the case, then be better.
But we let them in our industry, okay? You can't blame them. You can't blame Eminem. It was Dre that gave him the start, okay? It was a black man, okay? He didn't help Dre helped other black men. I ain't saying that. But I'm saying we let people in our industry we shouldn't have let.
So you're saying Dre was
because
wrong
we
for that?
believe in Martin Luther King, we should all get. No, he said for us to go to school with them. He didn't say lay down with them. He didn't say go sleep in bed. He didn't. No, he said we have a right to live in the. See what I'm saying? We got the words all messed up. When Martin Luther King said we should all get along, he didn't say to go have no babies with them.
Is that not the ultimate form of getting along?
How you gonna? But wait a minute. How you gonna have babies with somebody that didn't want you here in the first place? You a nigga. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
How are you going to be governed by somebody who didn't want you here in the first place?
No. I'm talking about the words. I'm talking about his words. He said we should go to the same school with him. He didn't say Why should I go sit down and try to talk to somebody that don't like me? Again.
What do you think happens in school?
But this is what I'm trying to say. We took Martin Luther King's words and used it and took it to a whole different place that he wasn't trying to say. You okay? He said we should all get along. No, he didn't say for you to sleep with with white folks. He didn't say that.
How come that can't be part of getting along? I'm sorry.
Use the words again. The words again. Listen to the words. He said we should all get along. We should hold hands together and walk that and in harmony. He didn't say for us to have no sex with nobody. He said we supposed to go eat in the same restaurant. Now, why would I go and try to talk to somebody in a restaurant that don't like me, that brought me here on slave shit? I'm trying to figure that out.
You're saying two different things right now.
He said for us to go live in the neighborhood, right? In the same neighborhood. We're supposed to go over there and talk to them, eat dinner with them. That's not what he said. He said we supposed to live in the same neighborhood as it. He said we supposed to go to the same school. We ain't supposed to go over there and talk. Why am I talking to somebody again that don't want me here, that treated me like a slave? Why should I go and talk to them? We changed the whole shit. We went and had sex with their gang. We went and had parties with them. We let them in our industry. How the fuck you think why hip hop is the way it is? Because we let white folks in our fucking shit that we started was black. Wasn't it black?
Well, you seem to be inside Martin Luther King's head, and you know what he meant by his words.
I'm talking about we check.
So what did he mean exactly?
I'm not dissing Martin Luther King. I'm just telling you, we took his words and used it for something else. That's why the LGB is using Martin Luther King's dream to bring forth they struggle. Okay? And he didn't tell you to go have no sex with no damn woman. A woman wasn't supposed to have. Did he say that? He said have a dream. He didn't say.
You're the one that's inside Martin Luther King's head, so you know his intention on his words.
I'm taking his words again. I'm not talking about. I'm saying his words.
They are too. They are too.
I'm not going into Malcolm X. I can't go into Martin Luther King's mind because I can't go there with him.
Exactly.
I'm taking his words.
You're comprehending his words the
and
same
I'm saying we took his words and went someplace that it wasn't supposed. If you look at the words again, take the words again. He said we supposed to go to the same school with him. Where in that words did he say that for him, well, we were supposed to go communicate with them, we're supposed to get along with them, go talk to them and act like they our friend? When did he say
I have
that?
a question. So you said Martin Luther King said we should go to school with them, but what you're also saying is he didn't say we should talk to them.
No. He didn't say that.
He said go to school, but don't talk to them.
No, he didn't say you had to talk to them.
Okay. He said hold hands, but don't have sex.
Why am I going to talk to somebody that don't want me here?
Why would you go to school with them then? Why not just
said
continue
we have
segregation?
a right to go to school because this is what the Constitution says.
Which means we have a right to speak with them as
Right.
well.
Okay.
So what's the problem?
Right. I didn't say we couldn't speak to them. I didn't say we couldn't speak to them.
Okay.
We didn't have to be their friend, is what I said.
Well,
we didn't have to go and sleep with them. Whose idea? Oh, who came up with that?
Yeah, whose idea was to
what part did Malcolm? Where the part did Martin Luther King said we supposed to have babies with them?
Where that found?
When did he say that in the speech? He said to go to school with them, to live in the same neighborhood with them.
So you're getting rowdy because he never explicitly said, "Hey, black men, take your black dicks and put them in white pussy."
No, he didn't say that.
You know what else he didn't say? He also didn't say you as a married man should step out on your wife and have extramarital sex.
Exactly.
However, what was going on with Martin Luther King while he's doing these marches?
Right.
Oh, we don't broadcast that though. Hey, white people watching. Hey,
let it go. We ain't got time because you know what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, we took his words and went and did something else.
According to what used to go on in your mind.
I'm talking about his words. I'm not talking about I can't go into Martin Luther King's mind and what he was thinking. I'm just saying his words.
You're comprehending his words
Right.
in your way.
Just
the same way
like-
the LGBT community is complimenting his words in their way.
But with same thing with my rap. Now, if I rap right now, if I bust a freestyle right now, you're gonna take my words.
And I'm gonna comprehend them how I want to comprehend them.
Right.
comprehend them.
He might
Right.
comprehend it
A different way.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
Who's to say who's right?
Right.
You're the one that said your words, but we're comprehending it how we
So
comprehend
that's
it.
what I'm doing. I'm taking Martin Luther King's words. I'm not talking about him as an individual. I'm taking what he said.
Okay.
And I'm comprehending it, and I'm saying, wait a minute, he said have a dream. The fuck we doing?
Interesting.
What's that dream mean? What does that mean? How many people okay, like I said, break down what dream mean. You might come up with a dream. You might see dream as a different thing. You might see what it is as a different. I looked at it as different than how all of y'all looked at it.
This is why we can't trust words. You want to see what somebody's really about. Look at the
It's some
habits.
dumbass words. There you go.
Yeah.
That's why hip hop
Words.
is some dumbass words.
Words can be comprehended differently to different
Right.
individuals,
And
much
it's
like
powerful.
actions can.
But
However, what you cannot fake, what you cannot lie about, is habits. What you do habitually is who you are as a person. Show me your habits, I will show you your character.
Right.
Period.
Right.
What did Martin Luther King do habitually? Let's not argue about words. We can go about our words all day. What were his actions? What were his habits? That's who the man is.
Again, say it again.
That's who the man is. Do your habits. That's who you are.
But that's what he said. He said.
And I don't care what he said.
But
I
you
care about
remember-
his actions and habits.
But you remember what he said? He said, "Black man still not free 100 years later." Right? Think about the words he said.
But that's
The
words.
no, but check the message. Is where I'm going with it. We took the words what he was talking about and went someplace else with it. We said, okay, oh yeah, Martin Luther King said we should go hang with white folk. Okay, we're gonna go to his dad's
But
house.
why
We
don't he
gonna
go
hang-
somewhere else with it? Who had told him?
That's
to do
why
it?
there was a conflict between
Right.
Malcolm X and Martin Luther
And then
King. Because
Martin,
Malcolm
right.
said, wait a minute, what the hell are you talking about? These are people brought us here on slave ship. We didn't go have dinner with them.
Right.
You lost your mind.
Right.
The field nigga and the house nigga.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
There you go.
It's very interesting because we want to give weight to these individuals' words, and much like I just said, we can't put weight behind people's words. Words can get comprehended in different ways, as well as words can be misconstrued, misheard, and all that. However, what can't be misconstrued and misheard are your habits as a human being. Habitually, Malcolm X proved through his actions
It was actions, right.
what he was devoted to, what he was committed to. Let me give you a little insight about my time on the inside. So, inside prison, obviously it's a very dangerous place, a very wild, wicked world. However, seeing the things that I did in regards to bucking the system and how authority would carry themselves, I can keep myself from getting beat up. I can keep myself from getting raped. You know what I can't do? Protect myself from those with badges.
Right.
Society on the inside of the penitentiary parallels society on the outside quite well. We don't like to admit it because it's such an ugly truth. But the fact is, inside prison only is the way it is because the way it is out here is the way it is out here. Right. So when I say we cannot protect ourselves from our oppressors while systematically being within their jurisdiction, every African American, every black person, every Negro within the sound of my voice that lives within the confines of the United States, you are losing. The United States is a great country because of its social mobility, its economic value, and its place on the world stage. However, we as black people, if that's what you want to call us, some people call us Moor, some people call us Negro, whatever you want to call us. At the end of the day, if we're doing whatever we're doing from within the confines of the United States, we're losing. Why? Because the United States has historically and habitually showed to us what we mean to the country as a whole. We know what we mean to the country as a whole, but we do not get acknowledged. Just much like the musical conversations, oh man, well you need to pay homage to rap, this hip hop shit is something different, you need to pay homage to, same thing. And at the end of the day, you cannot devote emotional energy to being mad at what is no longer yours. This country is not ours. Yes, we helped build it, more so than a lot of other groups. Yes, we don't get credit the way we should. However, it's 2024. All that past bullshit is in the past. The question now, and the only question, ain't no other question besides this one. What the fuck are you gonna do about it?
But the past is here. You see, you mean forget about the past. You keep thinking about no. It's come to fruition. Everything Malcolm X said would come to fruition. We sold out. We traders, all of that. All that stuff he's talking about. We fell for the okie doke. There's only a few of us that's making money, and the rest of us are getting played. Okay, there's some that's getting money, and the rest of us are getting.
Are you saying this as if Malcolm X didn't get played himself? He didn't fall for
that's
okie
not
doke?
what
No,
I
I'm
said.
asking. It's a genuine question. Are you saying this?
I said
as
you asked me how we gonna. You made a comment about the
Forget the
past.
past. Yeah, forget the past.
No, we can't forget the past because the past is here. Because everything Malcolm X is talking about is here in 24. We sold out. That's house nigga in the field nigga. How that don't work nowadays. I could put it in my rap right now. They wouldn't play it because he old and ancient, but that's the truth. Let the truth be told. Rap, not hip hop. We not hip hopping on this show. We rapping. That's what the thing is. Don't call this shit hip hop. No, it was rap first. Call it for what it is. You have to rap. Have some flow. Okay? Yo. I'm from the top of the head. I come in, put your heads to bed. That's rap. Hip hop is hop to hip. No, rap is.
You're saying it was rap first, but in hip hop, in its current form in 2024, does hip hop in 2024 have anything to do with the original?
No.
So it wasn't rap first. It's rap and then there's hip hop. They're on two sides of the spectrum.
Hip hop is money, and rap we broke. That's the difference.
If you look like us, you are
the
broke.
only way we was
if you look like us in the music industry, you are broke. Period.
The only way our art form went somewhere is when they went hip to the hop to the hippity hop. Don't you get it? They sold out our art form.
I do, and it didn't go anywhere for us.
It didn't start in 2024 again. You don't want to talk
never
about
said
the old. You don't want to talk about the old, but the old is the reason why the shit started to sound like now. You get it?
The old is also the reason why nobody's getting paid the way they should get paid.
But they sold out a long time ago.
And whose fault is that?
It's our fault. Did I blame it on anybody?
No. It just I love how it's interconnected with what Malcolm X was saying.
Exactly.
Because at the end of the day, we sold ourselves out, and then we want to get mad. Where's my money at, motherfucker? You ain't say shit when it was getting taken from you.
Yes, they saying shit
now.
They saying shit now, but it's too late. They done made the money. What the fuck?
It's not
ain't
too
nobody
late.
Listening
It's
to
not.
them.
It's not.
Ain't nobody listening to them in 2024. Our OG. We got robbed. Oh well.
It's not too late, because at the end of the day, as long as we draw breath in our lungs, we can take back what's rightfully ours. Using a quote by the man that we just watched the video on, by any means. If we're really mad, if we're really hip hoppers, if we're really rappers, we are going to take back what is ours by any means. Regardless if we mean that's on music, regardless if what we mean this country, whatever. We have had so much taken from us, from the music, from the culture, to every aspect of our lives. Everything has been taken. And what have we done in response to it?
Money.
Yes, Massa. You want Mo Massa? That's all of us, unfortunately, me included. Because like I said, back when I was in the penitentiary, I was viewing a lot of opinions. Oh, well, we should do this. I don't give a fuck what we do. The only thing I care about at the end of the day is as long as we come together on one page, and then we can do it. Because if we all got different opinions on shit, we're going to be broken down.
No.
Because our oppressors are on the same page.
That's good and well, right? I got to throw some money in your face for me to feel you.
I'm going to catch it.
You understand what I'm saying? You could say what the hell you want. I'm saying what the hell I want, right? Ain't nobody giving me no fucking money. I'm telling the truth, right? Ain't nobody listening to my show. Nobody calls my show. Nobody zoom in on my show because I tell the fucking truth. The OGs don't want to call my show because I tell them the truth. You a sellout. You sold us out. I ain't talking about the youngsters. That's why they don't like my show, because you know why? Because I'm talking about the old people. The old people sold this shit out with hip to the hop to the fucking hip to the fucking hop. They sold out a long time ago.
Okay, we got about
You living off of our tide. Remember the movie? You're living off of our tide. Give us our fucking props. Give us our money. You owe us 50% of this fucking
Nobody
game.
owes you anything.
Yes, you do.
No,
Yes, you do.
No,
You're
you
using
don't.
our shit. You a damn liar. They sampling our shit.
Yeah,
they
do that.
using our flow. How they ho without our flow? How they ho without our flow?
They can take
How
whatever
they
want.
ho without our fucking flow?
That's nothing different than what's been going on.
No, it ain't been going on like that. We the one that came up with ho. What the hell you talking about?
From the day
we came up with them words.
From the day
we came up. No, we came up with the words. We came up with the skills. We came up with every fucking thing. And we ain't getting paid for jack. They making money off of our fucking.
And what are we gonna do about it?
Nothing.
What are we gonna do now?
Cause we gonna take. You know why we ain't gonna do nothing? Let me tell you why we ain't gonna do nothing. Cause you know
help me
what?
understand. Help me understand.
Motherfucker done gave them a few $100s to shut the fuck up.
Right.
You right. That's there. The satiation. That little. I'm gonna give you a little.
You don't know the shit
bit.
behind the scenes though.
Right.
Why you think all these OGs ain't saying nothing? They probably got paid.
They got a little scratch. But
But
even that little scratch is nothing.
Yes.
That little scratch, those are pennies on the dollar.
No, I'm just talking shit. I can't prove it, but that's what I'm thinking.
It has to
Why
be.
ain't nobody
There's no
speaking
other
up?
explanation.
Why
There's
is
no
I'm
other
the
explanation.
only one on TV? Why am I only have this show and I'm the only one?
There's
speaking
no
up?
other explanation.
Ain't nobody speaking up but me.
explanation.
Why is that?
Those of us that are willing to speak up either get paid off or knocked out the game.
Or knocked
Or knocked out
House
the game.
nigga and the field nigga, right?
Knocked out the
Malcolm X, you talking about we old,
Like I
right?
was just talking
Don't
about.
talk about the old, right?
Like I was just talking about.
Don't talk about the old,
Like I was just
right?
talking about.
Oh.
Like I was just talking about. When I was locked up, a million people have a million different opinions.
Well, what's next for hip hop then?
It's gonna be a lot of pissed off older folks.
That's what it's gonna
A
be.
lot of pissed off older, because it's gonna continue going off in the stratosphere.
Right.
Everybody, oh, we got the LGBT, oh, we got these he she's, these man she. Man, it's about to continue getting weirder and weirder and weirder and weirder and weirder. I'm here for it. I support all them niggas. Love is love. That being said, niggas want to be mad because niggas is kissing men and they call that hip hop.
You ain't listen to Malcolm X.
You
He
didn't listen
said
to that.
we came over here on slave ship. Why the fuck we hanging with them?
You're saying I didn't listen to Malcolm X. You're saying I didn't listen to Malcolm X.
No, I wasn't saying that. I'm saying it goes back to
Nobody.
Malcolm X again.
Nobody is listening to Malcolm X. Because if they did, we would not be existing the way we exist now.
2024.
Nobody's listening to him.
We've been detoured.
Even in the 60s, was
Isn't
barely
what-
anybody.
isn't-
A few people.
Isn't,
A few
what,
people.
isn't what he said back in 1961, 62. Isn't that what's happening here?
And it will continue to be relevant because nobody's stepping up to the plate.
But
Nobody's
wait,
going to
wait,
buck
but
the
wait.
system.
But if I say field nigga and house nigga, them motherfuckers gonna lose their mind.
That's because they identify as that. They know they are.
They will lose their
All
mind.
of us are. That's all of
They
us.
lose their mind.
As mad as we want to get about it.
I'm a racist. They gonna say
We got two plus minutes. That's fine. That's us. We're rapping. We're rapping.
But they call me a racist. I'm a hater.
Right.
You should see what the fuck they say about. They said that about Malcolm X. They said that about Martin Luther King
Joe
too.
D.
They called him a terrorist,
Joe D.
and he was trying to get along with everybody. And Malcolm X said, "Man, fuck them. They don't want to get along. How the fuck you trying to get along with them?
Right.
And they brought us here on slave ships.
Right.
How you sitting down there having dinner with a motherfucker that don't like you? How you going to talk to you going to school and oh yeah, what's up, white boy?
That's it. We got two more.
And he don't
we
even-
gonna get out of here.
Man,
We
gonna
say
go
this.
past the time,
We
man.
say this while simultaneously living in a region where we allow non-black people to say nigga. We say this while being on a platform where it's not owned by people that look like us. Us in the studio.
but
Who
who told
owns the
us to
studio?
say that though?
Who?
But who told us to say nigga? We didn't have. We come from royalty. We don't use them kind of words. Who told us that?
But what are we gonna do about it
Wait a
when
minute, who
once they
taught us
started?
that?
What are we gonna do
Now,
about it? Yeah.
who taught us to say that?
Who taught them to say that?
I ain't asked you that. Don't go.
Okay, the white man taught us to say nigga.
All right.
Well, what does that mean?
That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay,
Everything
okay.
we was taught, and we turned around and used it on us.
The white man taught us to say nigga.
The shit that it was taking us down,
Mm-hmm.
we turned around after we ran from the plantation
For sure.
and got to having what we had and forgot about the motherfuckers that was in the plantation. You remember there was only 300 that went left, right? So what happened to the other 3 million? There was 300. Harold Tubman's supposed to be freed, right?
I believe the numbers.
So
are
what happened to
skewed
the
and
rest of them?
whitewashed, so I
I'm
can't talk
asking
numbers with
you. So she freed 300, and we had millions of slaves. What happened to the rest of them?
I'm not gonna get into the numbers thing because I believe the numbers have been whitewashed.
That's not what
throughout
I asked
history.
you.
Mo Depop.
You said,
That's
what do I think happened to the rest of the
Yes.
slaves? If the numbers are accurate, they died. They got killed. Lost
No,
in translation.
hell
So
no.
before we, so tell me what happened to 3 million? If she said 300, what happened to 3 million?
And
Please
we're
tell
wrong
me.
with the
I want to
system.
know.
They went along with the system.
And that's nothing different than what's happening in 2024.
We gotta go. But anyway, we're gonna let it go.
We didn't start
Yeah,
till 4
this
minutes
is
after the
you know, but yeah, you give us our links before we go. I'm OMF. I'm from Brooklyn, New York, and the OG was around when Malcolm was having his dream. So I understand about racism and discrimination. I know a racist motherfucker when I see one. And that's what I'm trying to say, because I grew up and know about racism and everything. But you can find me OMF Posse on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You want to be on my show, you hit me up and we'll set it up. So go ahead.
Sinister.
Okay, yeah, Sinister. You can Google me, Sinister Music, PSYNISTER. Check me out on Facebook, Instagram. We working on several projects, working on some solo projects, so check it out.
Yo soy Don Rigo, YOSOYDONRIGO, all one word. Put that in Google, you can find everything. You want to hit me up on social media, I'm on Instagram, Homeless Mayor. You can also find me on YouTube with Homeless Mayor or Yo soy Don Rigo. I appreciate dialogues like this. If you want to keep the conversation going, hit us up. OMF, we got the show on Thursdays. How many Thursdays out of the month we doing?
Every other Thursday.
Every other Thursday. You want to be part of the conversation? Come fuck with us.
Check out the flyer.
It's rap, not hip hop. We talk
Yeah,
real shit.
yeah,
We don't bullshit. We
yeah.
don't come to the studio to bullshit.
Malcolm X, Martin Luther King.
By any
difference-
means.
Yeah. They both had the same message. We just came from a different level. That's all.
But just
ain't nothing personal. You know what I'm saying? They became friends after he came back and did that privilege from Mecca, and so that everybody is all different colors.
Just like just like the issues we're running into now in the modern day, we have a lot of different opinions, and we can't come on the same page with anything, and it's getting lost in translation.
Check me out. You go check. I won't be. The next show is July 11th. So I won't be going for another month. So I won't see y'all till July 11th.
Hit us up for
Talking loud.
booking.
I mean, let the truth be told. Rap, not hip hop.
Woo! We
Hit us
out.
up for booking and recording.
Yeah.
Well, that was.
Man, that was something else.
ratings. Yada yada yada.
So we're gonna do a woman next time.
Yeah,
So we
yeah,
go back
check
and
it out.
forth. We do a woman one weekend, and then we do a man.
Oh, you're doing one guest at a time?
No,
on
I'm
Zoom?
talking
Or
about
what do you
we
mean?
switch up. We feature a man on one show. Like I did Malcolm X, I'm gonna do a woman
Oh,
next
okay,
time.
I got you.
Yeah.
Interesting. Oh, okay, yeah, Rosa
Yeah,
Parks
go
and
back
Malcolm.
and Black history. Because women
Interesting.
played a part in our history too.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out who I'm gonna use next time. Oh, he didn't take no pictures, huh?
Yeah, give me.
Yo!
I should get
You want the video?
Yeah. Switch it down to video.
Alright.
Oh yeah, you got the camera.
Yeah, it's a video now.
Okay. Hey, we live at the radio station, TV station, San Francisco Commons. It's going down. Sinister PSYNISTER. Yeah, we out of here. We out.
Fantastic.
Technology.
Got everything in bags,
Alright, so I
everything.
won't see you till next July 11th.
Yeah, I won't be in town. They will be saying you're completely okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Nice to meet
So
you.
I'll
Appreciate
talk
you.
to you next month.
Yeah. I'll see you next month. Yeah.
Alright, take care.
Have a good one, man.
Alright, thanks.
And we'll take one of those chairs over there.
Which side do you like?
Just sit in,
Yeah, you'll have control with the mouse, so I guess you'll be okay here.
we'll move you over.
Awesome.
Do you need the laptop though?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Then you can be right in the middle.
yeah, I'll be there.
All right. Let me reset
Set it up.
everything.
Yeah, so, I think we have an intro. If we don't, that's fine. And, do we have, a presentation on the computer?
Mm-hmm.
we can
Oh,
pull up?
What background did you want?
What
Do you want
got?
the news background, or do you want like a picture? I forgot which one
Yeah,
you.
the bridge is fine.
The bridge?
that's good right there too.
Okay. Let me reset it.
Or, what do you got, what do you got up?
I got the bridge.
It's very San Francisco.
Yeah. It's nice to have.
Yeah, there you
Oh, that's cool.
All right, and let me get your lower thirds.
go. Okay, just give me your
I'll put this out of the way.
title,
Do I email it to you?
Oh, your title?
title.
Yeah.
Yeah.
name.
Need me to
and
put it in?
title.
I can type it.
Okay.
See, is it Alexis with X or K?
Alexis.
Okay.
And then Snelling, Snelling.
Cool. Snelling. All right.
Yes.
And yeah.
Post, yeah.
Let's see. Did you, Greg? Did you want to put your name, or did you want to put like a title of the episode?
You have a website, right?
I do. Yeah.
What's the website?
Skillville, SKILLVILL.com.
Like that?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, then maybe put, well, you got SF, Community News. Can my name go up there or not?
It'd just be smaller. Is that okay?
That's smaller, yeah.
All right.
Just put the host Richardson. as well.
And you know, if you, I don't want to take up too much space if you
No,
need it
don't worry
for
about
that line. Okay.
Don't worry about it.
No worries either.
Yeah.
You didn't bring it back, or take the dot out, take the slash out. W and, hyphen, take that out, this and
Let's see.
this, right? Yeah, there you go, that's it,
Just like that.
yeah.
All right. Or I could put, because I think we'll know who's the guest.
Yes, you got get down there
Oh,
already.
there.
Yeah.
That'll work. Yeah.
And then.
It's so nice to have you here doing this. During the pandemic, trying to do this at home and figure
Oh,
it
yeah,
out
you
the
got-
first
Oh, you
time.
got good, that's what you got, you got it.
Man, this is nice.
It is. All right. And yeah. Okay. All right.
And she